Hello, this is going to be a fairly quick video today. I do have a few things I need to do, and I was going to talk about something slightly different. But I think based on a discussion that I've had with a flat earther on my last video, last night and this morning, I decided I was going to go in a slightly different direction for next week, and that the video I'm making today was only going to be an introduction and a status update of where I am and where I was planning to go. In my last video, I showed how I found the elevation data for the UK and Scotland, and to recreate in the computer the Blackpool Tower photo that seems to have been making the rounds. And in my last video, I showed how I calculated the mountain range and how the tower should appear in front of the skyline behind it if the Earth was a globe or if the Earth was flat. And the next thing that I wanted to do after that, which would have been what the content of this video would have been, was to take the data that I have here and put it into a 3D rendering application like Povray. So what I did was I found all of the elevation data for the view that was visible and computed what the height should have been in 3D space from those data points if the Earth was a globe or if the Earth was flat. And here I have the view of the Blackpool Tower with the mountains behind it in Povray if the Earth was a globe. I'll just turn the cloud rendering off because that takes quite a while. But as you can see, this is how it should look if the Earth really was flat. And again, in this video, I was going to talk about how I went about calculating all of these elevation data points, how I created the various triangles for the landscape that you see here, show the script, show the data. But thanks to this flat earther, I decided I was going to go in a slightly different direction, which will have to be for next week. But I also, while I was working on all this, I wasn't content with just the Blackpool Tower scene that you see here. And so what I did, I also added Miles Davis Hopetoun Monument image and the image of the Queensferry Bridge from Traprain Law. In this case, I'm replicating the image that Miles Davis took from Traprain Law, looking at the Hopetoun Monument. I'll leave a link to Miles Davis' video in this one. And in that one, he explains how he's at an elevation that is higher than the top of the Hopetoun Monument. And you can see this line is my horizontal eye level, but that the mountains behind it are even lower than the tower itself. If I see what it would look like on a flat Earth, as always, I'm at an elevation of 210 meters. My eye level is taller than the top of the Hopetoun Monument, and all of these mountains are even taller than I am. And I forget which one is, I think, is this one Ben Lomond, and this one is Ben Arnain, and this one is Ben Ime, is it? I forget. But if I look at this one, it is at an elevation of 939 meters, yet I'm at an elevation of 210. So clearly it has to be higher than my eye level. And just like Miles Davis on a globe Earth, everything that you see is below my eye level. Once again, I was able to export this data. Unfortunately, there's a lot of data there, and in order to export it all, I would need a lot more memory than I have on my computer, and I ran out of memory. So I had to export the bulk of it to give you the shape without exporting half of the world's elevation data points. And this is how Hopetoun Monument would look like. Here you can see there are some data points that I did not export simply because of the space involved. And finally, the Queensferry Bridge. It's a similar thing again as well. Again, here I'm going with the height that Miles Davis said he was at Traprain Law. I went on Google Earth and I grabbed the geo-coordinates for each 3 of these support posts of the bridge, along with their heights. So I should be at the same height as this point over here, almost. I'm at 210 and this one is at an elevation of 212. That's what it should look like on a globe Earth. And if I look at what it would be on a flat Earth, here you would see that this one is just a little bit higher than my horizontal eye level, and all of the mountains behind it appear above my eye level. Again, I was able to take all of the data provided here and export it into Povray. I was only able to export the globe Earth projection because for the flat Earth there would be so many data points off into the horizon that I would have run out of memory. Once again, we have yet another independently verified 3D rendering tool like Povray, using the very well-established perspective rules to show how the photos that are taken match the spherical Earth. I'm going to be doing a little bit more of Povray for next week, and I think that it will be a very interesting video. I hope you liked this one, and I hope you're going to like the next one as well. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would certainly appreciate the subscription. Don't forget to interact below, comment, click the like, hit the bell to be notified of new videos, etc. Thank you for watching. That will be it for today. Bye for now.